This is a 2024 Ventana. This is a 3-slide coach.
This is awesome. So here is the main living area of this Ventana. You have beautiful window space here. Now you have a king size bed here, guys. This is really great.
Thanks for joining us. We have a special guest on our channel today, and probably the best deal on a new Ventana in the country. Well, we're here with Dave Jr. from Dave's RV Center. You may remember him if you're a longtime subscriber, because we pulled off the greatest punked in RV history back in April Fools, I don't know, like 3 years ago.
22, I think.
Well, 22. Yeah, when we were going to buy a Dutch Star, which we wound up getting a Dutch Star, but that was a really great video, and Dave, great sport. But we're back again up here at Dave's RV Center. Just tell us a little bit about you, and then we're going to do a full tour of this Ventana.
I'm Dave at Dave's RV Center. This is my little family dealership. My parents started in 1970. This is what I was born into, and this is what I do for a living. And I love it. I get to meet good people like you guys. I have a lot of fun doing this, and we're offering a 2024 4037 Ventana at a very special price.
Yeah, we're going to take you on a full tour of this. They ordered it out, spec'd it out beautifully. You're going to be surprised the price at the end. You're going to be calling Dave to take this off his lot. So if you know anything about Dave's RV Center, they are brand new. They sell new motorhomes, Newmar exclusive. That's all they sell. Now, they do get trades and consignments and other brands, but they've been doing this since 1970. That's a long time selling Newmars and motorhomes in general. So let's start up front. This is a 2024 Ventana. Now, it is still considered a brand new coach. You will get the full factory warranty if you buy this coach, but you're going to spend much less than if you bought it new. This is model 4037. This is an almost identical floor plan to our 4369, because everything is shrunken down. So it's set up the same, the half bath, the kitchen's all in the same place, light colors, really, really nice. So let's go down on the passenger side. This is spec'd out with a lot of options. You do have the 360 camera system on here. That's one of the options. You're going to get the side mounted cameras, which how they work, when you hit the signal light, this is going to turn on. You're going to see it inside the screen, because this is a huge blind spot. You can't see this when you're driving, but when that camera's on, you'll be able to see everything here. And this measures just shy of 41 feet, but you have a tag axle on here. So what's that going to mean for you? Really high cargo carrying capacity. We'll talk about that later. Really tight turning radius. So not only do you get the comfort steer in here, which is going to center everything, you have that big wheel cut, and you have the passive steer in the back. So this is going to turn really tight going down the road. So more options they have on here are the Girard awnings. You can see how far they come out. They're featured with the LED lights throughout. You're not going to see them now. First of all, they're on and it's sunny out. This is a 3-slide coach. So you're going to have 2 slides on the passenger side, 1 full wall slide on the driver's side. It's really going to open everything up inside. You're going to love the colors inside. Talking about colors, look at this beautiful finish. This is Newmar's masterpiece finish. It's done in-house. They've been doing it for years. They're one of the few manufacturers that paints in-house. A lot of manufacturers, they send their stuff out. Newmar still does everything in-house. So you could see all the different changes in colors, but if you run your hand down, it's all smooth because it's a clear coat, it's cut and buffed, and they do a really good job. You have your entry inside. This is programmable, so you can program whatever you want. You also have your doorbell. Do that inside. 2 steps coming in. These are simple steps, nothing fancy. This is the Ventana line. Moving on to the front tire, 22.5-inch wheel, $295, 80, 22.5s on here. This is going to be much cheaper than our 315s. You need to replace these. Those 315s at $365, they get really expensive. Dual fill, here's your diesel, 100 gallons of diesel on this coach. Frameless windows, you have the window awnings throughout. You have the entry door awning. You have slide toppers and everything. We're going to show everything closed up. We're going to show it inside closed up. Then we're going to open up everything and show you outside and inside with everything opened up. Let's go on inside of these bays. Your first bay, here's another option they gave you, the huge Dometic freezer on a slot out tray. So you have dual zones on this. So you're going freezer, freezer, fridge, 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 freezer, whatever option you want, you can do that. You also have a 12-volt connection on here, and you do have a 110, 120 outlet also. Second bay, full pass-through storage. This is what I like. This is almost exactly what we have on our motorhome. manual. I don't need power. You can see it does this thing on its own. You're also going to notice the bracing on here. This is going to be the STAR foundation. Does MJ remember what STAR stands for?
Strong, true, and robust.
Right. So this is on a Freightliner chassis. And then Newmar in-house, they have to reinforce that chassis to put this house on. They do their STAR foundation in-house. It's going to keep everything squared and straight and steady going down the road. Aluminum doors, insulated. The bays are heated, so this is a true 4-season coach. This is going to be your real large main quasi pass-through. And I say quasi because behind here, it's going to be your Oasis system. It's going to give you access back there. You can see everything. In here also, you do have your slide controllers. You have an area for your central vac, which we absolutely love our central vac. Everything is kind of located in here and very easy to get at. Behind here, this is optioned also with a TV, quick TV Samsung with a sound bar. You also have 2 outlets in there. Let's continue down on the passenger side. Here's another camera for that 360 camera system. Let's go on to the next bay. I love this. They do the pegboard.
You already have ours filled
I know.
to the brim.
Now the new Newmars, they use this for like a wire area, but I kind of like the
Old school too. I know.
Yeah, I mean the wiring looks really nice, but here with the pegboard, number one, you have access to everything behind it. You can put your pegs and set up all your tools. It's pretty convenient. So in the comments below, do you like the wiring looking nice or do you like the pegboard? You want form or function, or do you want both? Continuing down on the passenger side, here is your second slide. Now, a couple of things about Newmar that are different than the competition. And Integra Coach is going to be out starting 2026. They were very close in build to the Newmars, not so much anymore. So you can see the slides are flush into the wall. What I mean is a lot of the competition, you're going to see a big molding that covers this. All the Newmars, they flush into the wall. They use hung wall, so a thicker fiberglass. This is not laminated. You will almost never see a Newmar with delamination just because of the construction. Talking about the construction, all aluminum on the framing. Of course, you have that steel chassis with the STAR foundation. And then you also have 2 types of insulation. So you have foam, and then you have your residential fiberglass insulation. So a lot of the competition, they use either or. Newmar uses both. What that means is that it's quiet inside. It's going to stay cool in the summer. It's going to stay warm in the winter. A true 4-season coach. We've had our motorhome, at least the Baystar, the Dutch Star, hoping not to have in the cold, but our Baystar we've had in 4 degrees up to 100 degrees, and we've always either been warm or cool in the motorhome. Now, this is equipped with 2 Penguin, Dometic Penguin 2 AC units with heat pumps. If you get the 43-footer, it's going to be equipped with 3, but this is only 40 feet. You have an egress door, another option, huge. A lot of the population that buy these motorhomes are a little bit older. They're not as mobile. This is very convenient. If you need an escape hatch, you open this door up, you drop a ladder out. Also, it gives you another means of loading stuff into the motorhome. Next, or the final bay on the passenger side, you do have your chassis batteries, also some chassis fuses. Everything will be located back there. Now, this is a rear radiator mounted coach. You have to go up to the Dutch Star to have side mounted radiator. You're going to pay a lot more money if you do that. This is particular ones in the Freightliner XCR chassis, 400 horsepower, 1,250 pounds of torque on an 8.9 liter Cummins engine, and you will have the Allison 3000 transmission. I do like this. One of the reasons why I like it is because you have the removable ladder. Now, all to remove this, you just push these in, this comes out, this comes off, and you can take this ladder, store it underneath. But what's nice about this that we don't have on ours is that you can get up onto that roof, that fiberglass roof. You need to do maintenance. You don't need to carry a ladder. We got to carry a telescoping ladder. I don't really like it too much, but that's what we have to do. There is your rear view camera. For your reversing, here is your 360 camera system. All that will integrate to give you a nice 360 bird's eye view when you're maneuvering this. Looking at that hitch, you have a massive towing capacity with this unit, 15,000 pounds. Now, our motorhome is only 10,000. After 2016 when it increased, but that is a good amount of towing for a small unit and a huge cargo carrying capacity. Now, let's continue down on the driver's side. Now, without that side mounted radiator, you do get extra storage, and here's your storage with 2 plugs in there. Next bay, continuation of that storage. You do have the LED light in here. Now, to turn on those lights, there will be a control inside. It says cargo lights, and that will be the area where you turn the lights on. Now, what I do like about this is that your DEF is located on the driver's side. I don't know why in 2015 on our Dutch Star they put it on the passenger side.
Has to be some reason.
It's either passenger side and dual fill or put it on the driver's side, because every fuel stop you go to, it's on the driver's side. But this, they corrected for 16 and on.
If anybody knows why they did that, please let us know.
Please let us know. Here is your tag axle on a 40-footer. A lot of competition, 40 feet, they don't have a tag axle. You want the tag axle if you can get that. It's going to have a lot of benefits, keep you stable going down the road. Here's some storage for a sewer hose if you wish. Now here you could see the large full wall slide, the awnings over the frameless windows, the slide toppers, everything else completely finished off. Now up above, it looks like they're Girard awnings. They're only on the passenger side. That's just to complete the look. So one side doesn't look like it has awnings in the other, but those are not functional. They're just there for looks. You have a power reel with your hose. So you pull it out manually and then you can just come in easily and suction it in. 60 PSI max, whole house filtration, sewer rinse. This is almost identical to what we have. Outdoor shower, all your lines here to winterize and do whatever. It's all over here, enclosed and heated. So if it's cold out, you don't have to worry about your tanks or anything. If you have that hydronic heating, which is this option for, it's going to keep everything warm. Here's your power reel, 50 amp, and you also have your cable hookup. In the comments below, does anybody still hook up to the coax cable at campgrounds? That seems to be kind of a thing of the past now. Here is your ITR Oasis Chinook system. This we absolutely love on ours because it's going to give you hot water, heating, unlimited, both on diesel and electric. It's awesome. That's all I have to say. It's awesome. The other side of that pass-through storage, this will pull out fully. Last bay, you do have your batteries, 8 batteries on a slide-out tray. And then this is a dual fill coach. So again, you can fill on the driver's side with the diesel. There's your exhaust for your generator. It's an 8,000 watt generator. To access that generator, you just pull this latch and then you'll come up front. You do have the hood that opens up and you have access to everything in here. Let's go a few things in here. How quiet this is. 8,000 watt generator. It has about 1.5 hours on it. This coach only has about 900 miles on it. You do have your air horns. You have access to hot water and you do have air from an air chuck. Now, you might be asking, is this on a slide out tray? No. In order to get slide out tray, you have to go up to a Dutch Star. When at RV shows, a lot of people want to see, oh, what does it look like closed up? It's impossible to do that at RV shows, but we are at Dave's RV Center. Here is how it is going down the road.
Who's that handsome guy on the TV?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Dave's a huge supporter of our channel. So let's go down the 4037. The ACs are running. It cooled down a bit. It's about 85 degrees out today. Not in here. Full access to that half bath. You can see that's really what you're going to be using going down the road. And then if you want to get to the rear, you can do that. You climb over the bed and you can get into the rear. That's going down the road. Really how you want to see it is opened up, set up a camp. So much we need to go over, we need to cover, but we do want to thank the sponsor of this video. It's going to be RV Snap Pad. RV Snap Pad makes permanent jack pads that go attached to your jack feet, and they're pretty awesome.
We had ours on Nelly for years. Right when we first got Nelly was one of the first upgrades we've done. We actually have ours on order now for Stella. But some perks about RV Snap Pads, you have permanent jack pads installed at all times. It's just so it makes things so much easier. They are going to give you increased stability for your landing feet. They're going to help protect those jack feet from any type of bending or damage. Many resorts and campgrounds are requiring you to have something on the bottom of those jack feet, and it can help if you're on soft surfaces, on sand or grass or whatever, and it just gives you more stability.
Now, a lot of people will use wooden blocks. Right now, we're not using wooden blocks because we are using the stack pads until our snap pads come in. And these are rated for 40,000 pounds. Look how nice this looks. You know, here's the thing. Like, we're in a motorhome now. The wooden blocks don't look as good. Something like this, it complements it. It looks a lot nicer. It just looks nicer.
Snooty.
But these are great.
Sounds snooty.
And here's the thing. These don't break down. They're made out of polymer and they're adjustable. So you can go like 2 inches fully thick, or you want to go a little bit small, and they stack on top of each other, and they have the built-in handles. We keep 8 of them on there. That's what's down right now until our snap pads come in. They're made out of 100% recycled material in the USA, so it's made in the USA product. They're a huge supporter of our channel. If you go to rvsnappad.com, use the discount code
Endless10.
You always get 10% off. Again, we've been using them for years. The only time we didn't use them was when our trailer was out. I don't even know if they were out at that point, because that was probably 8 or 9 years ago.
And we haven't used used them yet because we're waiting for them to be delivered.
We have to get,
yes, we do.
So if you want more information on RV snap pads, we'll put the link and our discount code down below.
All right, so let's walk on to this 2024 Ventana 4037. Beautiful. We're not going to show you the inside yet, but let's take a look at the cockpit. So as a passenger, most of the time, you have your work desk here, which I love on mine. This comes in really handy. I like this little part here for you kind of hold something there. You have your light controls on this side. So you have your map light, your patio light, and you will have your step cover control, which will bring that step out. Sometimes I actually leave the step cover open. I like to kind of swing my feet, but whatever preference you have. Let's hop over to the driver's seat here. Okay, I'm in the driver's seat here. You have your steering wheel, telescoping steering wheel here. You have integrated controls. You can make your phone calls from here if you like. Very simple. You have your cup holder here. Here's your air dump. You have your air horn, your leveling system here as well. This is a digital dash. You will have all of your main systems here. So you have your Bluetooth, your radio, navigation, your camera controls. Here's your 360 view right here. Very simple. Your visor and shade for up front, your air conditioning and heat. And then you will have some cup holders here and storage down below. And with the air horn, just so you know, if you've never used an air horn before, if you flip that on, it's going to give you that beefy, scary air horn sound. Okay. If it's not on, you're just going to get like that wimpy kind of regular horn sound. These seats are Villa furniture. These are 6-way powered, and they will rotate towards the main living area, and you do have your footrests as well. Right above the driver's seat, you will have your 2 slide out controls for the front part of the coach. Here's your battery levels, and you have your awning controls, the exterior step, kind of one of the main control panels or areas for the coach. Then you do have 2 little storage. I would love to see some struts to hold those up, but those are great. So good place to keep storage. Now up above my head, this is awesome. If you have grandkids that come and stay or whoever you'd like to come, you do have the drop down bunk, which is a great space saver. And it's also a great place to keep things when it's not in use. So that is always a nice addition. All right. So simply you're just going to turn the key and you're going to bring it down, and this moves fast. Okay. So it's going to bring it right down to the top of those seats. And what's nice is that the top part of the driver window there, you'll have that light coming in. So this is a nice area. Like I said, it's a good sized sleeping area. If you do have kids or grandkids that want to come, they could sleep right up here. So here is the main living area of this Ventana. Beautiful. So we'll start on the passenger side first. You have a nice contrast in the wood. So you have not really dark wood. It's kind of middle of the road. I could do this. And then a lighter shade of that Villa furniture there. Beautiful wallpaper. So you're going to have some good storage space up above here. You'll have that TV on a television, and you are going to have the sound bar right up above with some more storage space right in there. So this is a couch on the passenger side. This will open up into a trifold sleeping area. So again, you're going to have 3 sleeping areas in here. You'll have that bunk up above, the drop down bunk. You'll have the trifold sofa, and then you will have the king size bed in the back. The woodwork is beautiful, as Newmar always does. You have these polished handles, these silver, but they also match it too with this nice little accent right here on the wood on the side of the slide there. Now under my feet, you have tile floors, beautiful color. These are heated tile floors. So this is a really nice, this is something we don't have. We're not going to need it anyway, because we're going to be where it's warm. So hopping onto the opposing side, you will have your theater seats here and a large storage space with a moving little shelf. This is huge. You could fit everything you need in your living room in that one area. And then you have 2 cup holders. These do have USBs, and these are powered. So you're able to put your feet out there and relax and watch endless RVing on the TV. What could be better? Over the theater seats, you do have a good amount of storage space in there. No dividers, wide open. This is what we have too. So we have a number of baskets. We keep a lot of hashtag stuff in there. So that's awesome. You have beautiful window space here. Gorgeous value balances again with that silver theme going. This feels like one of those 1970s like velour jumpsuits. I love it. It's nice and soft. Then you're going to have a Euro dinette here, beautiful table, and both of these will open up underneath to give you some more storage space. This is a great place to keep cookie sheets or pans or something like that. Very comfortable. Again, that furniture is a really quality and comfortable furniture. Large window right there, which I do love when you're sitting eating. It's always nice to look out there. And the clock, the Newmar clock. We have a nice Newmar clock too. And then I do want to mention this nice little wall sconce there with the light. That's a really, really classy touch. And you do have plenty of outlets. You do have your light controls at the push of a button. Plenty of outlets spread around the coach. So let's get into the galley area. So you will have solid surface countertops. You do have a double sink here, stainless steel sink. These are heavy, so they are very, very nice. You've got beautiful faucet here. You will have a pull down sprayer. A lot of countertop space. If you like to carry a Keurig or a blender or anything like that, it's a good place for it. You have a 2-burner induction cooktop and more window space there. So you have some nice light coming in. You will have a Whirlpool microwave convection oven air fryer. Good size. This is just like the one we have. You can do a lot of cooking here. The induction works. We really like our induction. That cooks fast. Now you do have plenty of counter space, as I mentioned, but you will get extra counter space right here. And you do have long drawers there. They are soft close, as you can see. So that is a really, really nice touch. And just at the push of a button, you can tuck that away. Then you have a lot of cabinet space here. So you've got plenty of room. You got a silverware drawer right there. Huge drawers, guys. So your dishes, your pots, your pans, everything is going to fit here. No problem. You have a space for a small garbage can, which is always a good thing. And then a nice long, this one on the Newmars, I always like to, you can put your wooden spoons, your spatulas, anything like that. And then a little sponge holder by your sink. More space for, good place for your dishes. Here's a little pull-out drawer there. Here's equipment for your microwave. And then you do have one more cabinet there that you can keep any other kitchen items that you like. Up above here is where you have one of 2 ACs. And again, all the ducts are covered up, so that's a nice look. Again, also it's in the center. When you bring those slides in, you're still going to have plenty of air flow. You're not going to be blocking anything with slides, so that's good. So let's move on down towards the other part of the kitchen here. We'll have a nice sized pantry. These are push drawers there. So during travel, they won't come flying out. You have a large Whirlpool refrigerator here. This is kind of similar to what we have, where you do have your ice and your water, and then a nice large freezer. And guys, we have this same setup. I really don't even fill it. Maybe when we're on the road more, I will fill it, but it's so much space. Then you're hopping over, you're going to have your half bath, 1.5 bath coach. So you will have your half bath. I'll hop in here. You can see the size of it. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. Plenty of storage space there. This is a half bath, so if you run out of room in that full bath for towels or anything, great place to keep it. You will have a medicine cabinet there. And then a small little bowl sink. Let's throw on the lights for you. You can see how bright it is. This is a good size. Again, this is totally accessible when the slides are closed. And when you're traveling, this would be the bathroom that you would want to use. As Izzy mentioned outside, also located in here is your central vac, which is always a good thing to have. We've used, can you imagine being married to Izzy? You're using a central vac a lot. So it's a great, we have it located in the same place. Such a good thing to have. Now you're going to have your touch panel. So this is where all your main controls will be. You can see your batteries, your tanks. You can turn all your lights off, touch of a button there, and it goes room by room. So everything that you need, your HVAC, everything is right there. Moving into the master bedroom now, let's start over here. You will have 2 wardrobe areas, and you can either stack baskets or clothes, or you can use it as an actual wardrobe. You will have a Samsung TV here, and then you have your wardrobe here. You will have a safe, so you will lose some space in there, but you have a nice size safe there. You will have 5 full-size drawers here across the way. And then in this one here with the glass, you will have you can see a bunch of outlets. This is where you'll keep any of your audio visual equipment. So what do we keep in there?
Fire stick and Blu-ray player.
Yep. So that's a good place for that. You have a nice little countertop here to put hashtag stuff if you like. And here's going to be your emergency exit. So if you need to get out of the coach, that is going to be a place back here that you're going to want to do that. Now you have a king size bed here, guys. This is really great. You will have storage underneath, and under the bed, you will see the 2 extra dinette chairs, plus the ladder for the bunk. And you also will have a leaf for that dinette. Also under the bed, you may see this stack of these things. Now, a lot of people ask, what are those black things that you have under
thought it was
floor.
like piano tile. They had on our floor.
We have like a player piano that with our feet. So these are slide protectors. So what you do is when the slides are closing, you're going to have these where the slide rollers go. And this is going to help protect your floors. So keep those floors from getting any scratches or dents or anything from the rollers on the slide. They come in very handy. Then you will have some cabinet space above the bed. As you can see, that's going to go all the way down. You do have an outlet in there as well. Windows on both sides of the bed, and you will have shades that come down. So it's a nice thing to leave those windows open. Just bring the shade down a little bit. You have some beautiful air coming. It's not too hot out. We've done that. Then you have your headboard here. Okay, so that's kind of a soft material. And then on each side of the bed here, you are going to have a little nightstand drawer and a little table area with outlets for charging your devices. Now, in the bathroom here, this is where you see the difference from a lot of the 40-foot coaches to the 43s and the 45s is in that rear bathroom. So you will have the single sink here. This is a beautiful silver sink. You do get some counter space, but again, you're not getting that large double sink. You will have a medicine cabinet here. That's a good size. Nice bright lights there. You have your Splendid washer and dryer right over here. And then right behind me is where you'll see that egress door that Izzy talked about before. This is a great access point for getting out if necessary or loading things in. It just makes life much easier. You will have your other toilet in here. They are push button flushes. Okay, this is not pedal flush. You have your light controls here. You will have your fantastic fan. And let's get in the shower so we can show you what we're looking like here. This is a nice shower. This is going to be one of the longer showers. Okay, you do have the seat here, which is always a good thing. If you need to shave or if you're unstable on your feet, that's always a nice option to have. This is going to have that rain shower head. And then you do have a removable handheld as well. You will have the shower miser, which is great. As it says, water saving system. It's going to warm that water up for you before it starts coming out. It gets warm, and then you're able to turn that water on again. If you're boondocking, you're trying to save water, that's always a good option to have. And then last but certainly not least, you get another wardrobe area in here. So you have some shelving that is adjustable shelving on the bottom and a place to hang clothes as well.
Some specs, you can go to the Newmar website to get the exact specs. The 25s and 24s, the specs are the same. So here's the dry weight, 35,100 pounds. Towing capacity, 15,000 pounds. The gross vehicle weight rating is 45,000 pounds. Fuel capacity, 100 gallons. Fresh water is 105. Gray is 75. Black is 55. This does have the Oasis system, like I told you earlier. I also said you want to know the cargo carrying capacity because you do have that tag axle. So right in the actual door here, 8,106 pounds. Ours is 6,600 pounds. Massive. That's massive.
That is a lot of hashtag
Carrying capacity with a 15,000 pound tow. Pretty awesome. So we'll give you the MSRP and then we're going to give you the asking price.
So the price. So just so you know, there are $90,000 worth of options on this coach. It is so specced out beautifully. The MSRP is $581,119, but you can have this coach today for $399,995. Guys, this is not used. This has 900 miles on it. It is beautiful.
It's a new coach. It still has all the stickers, everything on it. That's over 30% off of the MSRP. If you want more information, the best way to reach Dave's, they're located in Danbury, Connecticut, but certainly have sold coaches to anybody in the country. What's his phone number?
So the number is 877-483-3866.
Yeah, and we do want to really highlight, we talk about, we go to all different dealers, big box dealers, small dealers. We bought from a small dealer. We're actually looking at Dave's RV Center. They just didn't have what we wanted at the time we wanted it, but we were 100% buy from Dave. Small dealership, these guys know Newmar in and out. And when you buy something here, you become part of the family. That's
yes.
People come, they keep buying and buying. Every one of his customers has his personal cell phone number. We were here on a harvest hose and customers are calling him and he's walking them through things as they're out camping, which you just don't get anymore if you're buying from a big box.
Go read the reviews too. Just reviews speak for themselves.
Yes, if you're interested in this coach, you can reach out to Dave. Tell him we sent you because he is a friend of the channel. He will 100% take care of you. Again, they've been around for 50 years. They do the right thing. In the comments below, let us know, what do you think about this Ventana? Are you a Ventana? Are you a Dutch Star? They got Dutch Stars here too. They got a Ventana 4369. 43 footer. I said the 69, but they do have a Dutch Star 4369, Bay Stars, whatever you want, they have them.
If you like videos like this, to the left of us, we're going to link our RV Tours playlist, and we're also going to link a video of our time here at Dave's RV Center, where we went into town and we tried the best pizza and we had a ton of fun. So we're going to link that also.
And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll
See you on the road.